Sunshine, welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into how to do your own silk press on type 4 natural hair at home and make it look like you got it done at the salon by the pros. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this look, stay tuned, and also please consider subscribing and like for more of this type of content. So I already washed my hair. I'm sure you guys are not interested in seeing that. It's sort of the same way everybody washes their hair. But I've been using BLOWOUT. This is the shampoo and the conditioner that I use. And I've been using these for probably the past couple years. And I like them, but I am wanting to try something a little different. There's nothing wrong with this, but you know, you always want to just try new products and see if something works a little better. Next, I just need to detangle my hair, separate it into sections, blow dry it, and then I'll show you all the products that I use. So let's get into it. I also forgot to say that I used the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This was my first jar of this and I really like it. It feels soft and moisturized. I do want to try Sacred's hair mask, and then I also want to try the Amica. I think it's Amica or Amica. I want to try that next too. So I'm kind of like hoping that I find my holy grail. I really like the Briogeo, and then I'm going to try Amica or Amica, and then I'm going to try Sacred next. And then hopefully out of one of those three, I find a fave. But right now the Briogeo is working really good. So I'm starting out with the Redken Extreme Anti-Snap, and I really like that to help give my hair some slip when I'm detangling. And then I also go in with the Chi Iron Guard because I'm going to be putting some heat in my hair, so we want to protect it. And then I go in with the Wow Extra Strength, which you can really only get online, I think, on Ulta. And I'll have everything linked below that I use. But I like to use that because it helps to have that anti-humidity resistance type of thing. Then I go in with the Olaplex Bonding Oil. And I usually use that, and it really works really good to seal my ends and just to give that really silky look to the hair once I get into the flat iron process. So I'm just detangling and then just twisting the sections around to keep them separated. And yeah, this part is not fun for me. You can tell by my face. Oh. I don't know why I wasn't like listening to something. I should have had a show or some music on, but I was just doing hair. And I kind of just twist out the ends just to keep them together. And I'm just going into the next section. And I promise I won't have you guys see me do my whole head. I just wanted to give like a good demonstration of what my process is as far as detangling. And all the things that I just do to kind of set my hair up for all the heat and the tension and everything that I'm going to be putting into it. So all of these steps are very important for the end result. It's so funny watching yourself back and seeing all the faces that you make. I'm like, girl, what's wrong with you? And then now I'm just going in with the pattern blow dryer. I do use the brush attachment to blow dry my hair. It gives me pretty good tension. I really like her brush. It feels a little different from other attachments from other blow dryers. It kind of has almost a rubbery-ish type of feel to it, so that it gives your hair some really good stress and tension, which is very important when you're doing a silk press or flat iron. You want to get your hair as straight as possible with the blow dry so that it makes your style last longer with the silk press, and then it also makes the flat iron process a little bit easier, and you have to do less passes and use less heat, use less direct heat on your hair. When I'm flat ironing my hair, I only do one pass on it, so it's crucial to get my hair as straight as possible with the blow dry. And you can see little particles flying around. I think I went a little bit too crazy on the chi. I've noticed like it does that sometimes when I put a little too much, but I get a little crazy because I want to protect my hair as much as possible. But you know, there's a fine line between too much and just enough. And this is me just trying to get the roots and get everything. Gotta bend that back over. And then when I blow dry my hair, I start out on a cooler setting and then I end with the higher temperature. And I do that because you don't want to use heat, the highest temperature the whole time. And yeah, I'm just being silly. But you don't want to use the high heat the whole time. So I do start out with cool and then I take it up to heat because the heat is going to be the thing to get you that straighter result. And then I got this little flat iron brush from Amazon. I didn't like it. It was a little bit too hard. I think my hair was just a little too 4C for it. So you'll see me using it now, but eventually I'll switch back to doing the chase method with a little comb instead of this brush. Yeah, it was just pulling my hair a little too much. And I'm like, are you pulling my hair out? And then I do use the Baby Bliss flat iron. I do need to switch to a ceramic, but like I said earlier, I only do one pass just to keep from getting all of that heat damage to my hair. And like some people do multiple passes, so I am cognizant of the fact that this is not a ceramic. So it does, and then I burn myself, of course. But I am aware like this is a lot of heat, but my hair is, I don't know, I've been using these type of flat irons for years and you know, it hasn't affected my curl pattern or my health. As long as I do a really good job about using heat protectant so my hair, it's been fine using this. But the only thing that does bother me is you can't put one of those chase comb attachments, so I have to do the two-hand thing. So I do want to get another flat iron so that I can attach a comb onto the flat iron and let it, you know, just use one hand, because let me tell you, doing a flat iron is hard on the arms. You'll see, like, as I get later into the video, like, just lifting your head up and keeping your hands up doing your hair, it starts to get tiring after a while. So that's why I don't do this often. I'm really just doing it because I really have had my hair in protective styles. I've been keeping my hair in braids, like under a wig, or just having a weave with a little bit of my hair out and just not really touching my hair. But I know that it needs a little bit of trim, and I just wanted to see how the health of my hair is going. So that's why I said, well, let me just take it out for a little bit and wear my hair and straighten it and give myself a little trim. And it is a rough trim, like, trust me, I didn't go through and really cut like everything that needed to be cut. I really just gave it a trim for it to be even. I've already switched over to using the comb to do the chase instead of that brush, because that brush was pulling my hair out. You can't have that. Alright, and then I'm pretty much done with the flat iron part of it. So then just looking at my hair, trying to figure out like where and how much I want to cut. Oh, and then I also use that Kenra hot spray. I do like to do that. This is my other little secret that I don't see a lot of people do, but it really does help with humidity and keeping the style for longer, helping to lock in that silk press and getting the most out of it. So I spray the Kenra hot spray on my hair, and it's like a holding spray, but it doesn't make your hair revert, which is why I love this product. And then I'll go through and of course break out the old hot pressing comb like your mama used to do and press out them edges because you want the edges to match the rest of the hair. So I press those out. And then I kind of take the hot comb, and you'll see this in a moment. I take the hot comb over all of my hair and then just give it a once over. And that kind of, to me, seals in that wow. It's that wow product for the anti-humidity, and also seals in that Kenra hot spray. And just to keep the hair, like, just to be honest, nothing's going to keep your hair from reverting, because that's just what our hair is going to do, which we want it to revert because, you know, we want to have our curl pattern. But this just helps to lock in the style. So right now I'm just going through it with the hot comb, and this just helps to lock in the style and just to keep it from reverting sooner. And this is also very good. That hot spray is also a heat protectant, so it also protects your curl pattern and, you know, keeps things intact. And you gotta go back and get the kitchens on the back of that neck. Can't forget those. Then I go in with that Nexus smoother, and that just helps. I really put it more towards the ends, and it just keeps the hair smooth and helps with those flyaways. And it also is an anti-humidity agent, so it helps with that reversion. So I live in California. I don't know, you know, where you guys live, but I live in California and it's pretty humid here. So I try to use all the products that I can. But I do like the Nexus because it is a lightweight product, because some of those products will weigh your hair down, and, you know, we want our hair to have bounce and movement. So now I'm just going in and giving my lightweight trim. I'm really just trying to make sure that my hair is even. And it's probably not even once you like turn around in the back, but that's fine to me. It looks good enough. You know, once you know your hair, you know what your hair can take and what it likes. So I've had 45 years with this hair, so I know how to kind of get it done. And then I do just one more little pass with the flat iron, just to kind of seal the ends and give it a slight bump at the ends, not too much. And then this is basically the finished result. That's the back. That's the back of the hair. So I hope that this video was helpful. If you have any special tips that you have, leave it in the comments. I'm always saying on this channel, sharing is caring. And if you like this type of content and want to see more of these type of hair videos, let me know. I also did do a blowout with the roller set, overnight rollers, so I'll do that in a short. So if you want to see how I took this hairstyle up a notch, just stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching.